are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 14. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Flush to his right. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Monarchs have taken the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
on second down, McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Hardman on the return.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Watson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Touchdown. It's complete. Mecole Hardman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
McCaffrey.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to air one out.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again is Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
2nd and 10. Wilson.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him to football in space as they did right there.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again is Wilson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
A final shot before the break. Watson dancing to his left. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Now, tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
first down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCaffrey on the counter. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. On second down and 4. Wilson flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on. And maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To throw is Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means it really...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receiver
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
162 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kaiser White. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Steps away to his left. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Kansas City, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set.